guys, it's Siobhan again with another video. I'm going to be talking about marketing today and why that's important for your business. Every business, it cannot be sustained without marketing. So what is marketing? Well, marketing, for those of you who aren't aware, is basically your way of making everybody known what you do. So obviously that goes beyond just friends and families. It goes towards the people that you're targeting. So potentially you will be targeting a lot of homeowners, and ideally you would like not only to get your deals from estate agents, but actually to have that direct contact with vendors or homeowners. Once you've got that direct contact with vendors, there's more scope for you to build a rapport with them, and more scope, potentially, depending on what their circumstances are, to negotiate a price with them or negotiate a creative way of funding that deal. Okay, so I discussed in previous video in terms of what you can get with seller financing, for example. Well, this is where something like that could actually start to take place and actually start to happen. It's going to be a bit more difficult to propose, to make a proposal in relation to seller financing with an estate agent involved, because their job is to sell the property. They don't want anything necessarily complex, especially if they don't know you very well. They're not familiar with you and you don't have the trust there yet. So they want to sell the property. They just want a straightforward sale. Okay, and if you're speaking to a homeowner, like I said, depending on their circumstances, you might be able to negotiate with them a creative way of funding that deal, how they can become your bank, for example. So marketing is something that you will have to do at some stage in your property journey, because when we come to systemizing our business, which means that your business can exist without you doing the work, which is what we should be aiming to achieve as property investors, you want a system that brings the deals to you. So you are not spending the majority of your time running around finding deals for yourself. So whether it's going to be that you are looking at sourcing agents, whether it's going to be that you are working with estate agents, or whatever it is that you find, you're also going to have another way for deals to come to you, just in case things dry up with the estate agent, just in case the sourcer hasn't got anything that meets your requirements. So once you know what your target area is, you should be sending out different types of marketing to the people in your area, in your target area, so that they know who you are, they're familiar with you and your brand and your company, and ultimately they come to you. There are some people out there who want to sell their property, for example, but they don't necessarily have the fees to go and sell with an estate agent, or they may just not want to sell with estate agents because the agents they've met, they don't like them, or they just had a bad experience with agents in the past, but they need to move this property quickly. So seeing you as a third-party company, you're not an agent, you are an investor, and if you present yourself as an option, as a viable option, they will come to you. So in terms of marketing then, what's the best thing to do? You've ultimately got to find what works for you, and the best way to do that is to test. So you've got to try a variety of things. So you can try writing letters to people, you can try leaflets, you can also even go online and go on the land registry and get information and write personal messages to them if that's what you want to do. There's lots of different ways that you can try. You can also try like Facebook ads, for example. There's lots of different mediums. You can put an ad in the paper, you can put an ad on Gumtree. There's lots of different things that you can do in terms of marketing. So my suggestion from listening to this video is literally start writing down the different ways you think you can make contact with these homeowners that want to sell. Have a think about what appeals to you in adverts and why, or what would appeal to a child in adverts and why. Okay, because that's what marketing's about as well. You have to appeal to people who you are trying to buy from. Okay, so what's going to make you appealing? So have a think about why people would not want to work with estate agents, or why they should work with you. It's not an easy task, marketing isn't, and for me it's an every day is a learning process for me. I haven't got a marketing background myself. Everything that I've learned has been through this journey, and ultimately some things might work for a time, but then it might drop off and I might have to adjust, and then, you know, referrals start picking up again, or, you know, leads start picking up again. It's not simple, it's not straightforward, but the idea is that you need to stay creative, stay innovative, stay relevant, and actually know who it is that you're talking to and why they would want to work with you. Why should they work with you? Now, in terms of who you're talking to, I don't specifically mean you know who lives in each other's house and you know what the family composition is, you know what pets they have. I don't mean all of that. But what you should know is generally like what are the demographics in the area. Okay, you should know that. You should, because we spoke about due diligence on a previous video, and there's a lot of research that you can be doing online to get that information. So in terms of a challenge, yes, there is a challenge in this video. It's to list down the different ways you can make contact with homeowners, and then to actually start putting together different ways, a plan as to how you're going to contact them. Online, offline, leaflets, business cards, you name it, and start to put together a plan of how you're going to contact these people. And I will see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye.